This video will show you how to create the rubber handle for activity 1.2.5. This is what the handle is going to look like by the time that we're done with it. And then I'm going to be referencing the drawings that are on your worksheet. Okay, so I'm going to go up to File, New Design. Then I'm going to create a sketch on that front plane again. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is, again, notice that the dimensions here are all in inches. So go up to Document Settings and go ahead and change that first. Okay. And then essentially what we're going to be recreating is this sketch right here. And this sketch represents the bottom of the rubber handle. So it just represents this portion of it, not the top. Okay. So I'm going to be drawing the center construction line, which is this line right here, the dashed line, which is essentially where the center of the handle is, or the center line of that handle in that drawing. Okay, so we're going to go up to the line tool. And then over here in our sketch palette, we need to check the construction to make our line type to be drawing construction lines. All right, and then I will click on the origin. And then I'm just going to drag my mouse out a little bit, and we're going to go the full length of this sleeve, which is going to be 4.469, and press enter. Okay, make sure you uncheck the construction line type. Not going to be using that. And then what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be drawing this profile right here, which is actually not connected to this construction line. There's a little bit of space right here. So we're just basically going to be drawing this little L shape using the line tool. So I'm just going to click on the line tool, and then I am just going to roughly kind of sketch this and then add in dimensions later. Okay, so I'm going to move my mouse over top of the origin, but I'm not going to click. And then I'm just going to move down a little bit, and I'm just going to roughly kind of sketch this profile. When I get to here, I am going to move my mouse up here. I'm not going to click on that. I'm just going to drag it down and make sure that my line is straight and perpendicular. Make sure you're seeing 90 degrees there, the 90-degree symbol, and then click. Okay, and then just make sure again your lines are perpendicular. Go back. Again, don't worry too much about length or anything, because we're going to add dimensions. When you get to this part, move your mouse over to this point here. Don't click, and then just drag it back over. Make sure it's perpendicular. You see 90 degrees. Click, and then go ahead and reconnect it. Okay, so make sure all these lines should be straight right here when you're done with this step. Okay, now that we have kind of our basic profile, we're going to go ahead and add some dimensions. So I'm going to click the dimension tool. And then first, this dimension right here needs to be 0.156. So this, go ahead and change to 0.156. And this one also needs to be 4.469. It is, so I'm just going to press enter. This one needs to be 0.25. Right, the distance from this bottom line to this one needs to be 1.375 divided by 2, because you'll notice this full distance is 1.375. So that means that distance from here to here is half of that. So I'm going to click on this bottom line, click on the construction line, and instead of doing that math in my head, I'm just going to do 1.375, and I'll just put /2. And it can go ahead and do that calculation in Fusion 360. Okay, and it came up with that. All right, the next one that we need is we need this distance right here. So kind of zoom in for that. Click on the origin. Click on this point or this line here. I'll click here, and that needs to be 0.1875 divided by 2, because this little hole in the opening of the rubber handle, that diameter is 0.1875, so that means we just need to do half of that. So I'm going to type in 0.1875/2, enter. So the next thing, you'll notice that I can slide my sketch side to side here. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that this line is lined up with this. So I'm going to use a constraint for that. I'm just going to click on this one that's called coincident. Click on this line and then that point, and that will basically force it to be lined up. Okay, so now I have nothing but black lines on my sketch, which just means that everything is locked in and I can't move or change anything. Okay, so go ahead and finish the sketch. Home. And we're just going to revolve this. So I'll click on the revolve tool. And then it's, again, it automatically selected the profile, but we need to select the axis. This time we're going to be clicking on, again, the center of it. So we're going to be clicking on this for the axis. Okay, and that is basically going to make the base of our rubber handle. Click OK. One other thing that we need to add is you'll notice that there is a round for this outer edge and this outer edge of 0.25. So I'll go up to fillet. I'm going to click on this edge as well as this one over here. And then I'm just going to change that to 0.25. And that is going to round both of those edges. Click OK. And that is how you create the rubber handle. You can just go up here to save, or just type in rubber handle and save that.